Well, I'm sure you've heard people say there's just something about the way a left-footed player caresses the ball and kicks the ball, and it may be that we just don't see as many people doing it, that when we do see it, it just looks so much better. But if you think about some of the most talented players in the world over the last 20 or 30 years, the vast majority of them have been left-footed players. So maybe it's that pure act of genius. There's not many of them around, and they're born with this special power. I don't know.
I think the big thing for me is why left footers are so exciting is the fact that generally defenders are always used to defending against right-footed players. So when you come across a left-footed player, generally it's slightly awkward for them, giving the left foot the advantage.
I think that because there are so many more right-footed players, obviously when people will go and watch games and see games, you're going to get very few left-footed players. So do they get overlooked? Maybe so, due to the fact that there are less of them.
I think left-footed players often get overlooked. It's often difficult for left-footers to make it through because there's so many numbers. The majority of players are all right-footed. It's hard sometimes for a left-footer to find a gap and find a space to get into teams that are so right-foot dominated.
We seem to go through little phases where we have a lot of left-footed players and a lot of good ones, and then there comes a time where we don't have as many. And the succession planning which we do, which looks at the age groups and what we have in what position and the potential of people, players in those positions, it's kind of led us to the fact that we don't have enough left-footed players, really, from under 23 all the way down. And that's not saying that we don't have any left-footed players who are any good, we just don't have enough of them. And like right-footed players, we need as many as we can get. And so we're looking all the time for quality players first and foremost, but left-footed quality players are a premium, and that's why we're looking hard at the moment.
I think firstly we've got some outstanding left-footed players within the academy at the moment. We also have a lot of right-footed outstanding players as well. I think we'd like to maybe get that to a little bit more of an even keel. History shows that through not just our academy but a lot of others, there are far more right-footed footballers out there than there are left. So hopefully if we can get as many left-footed players in with quality to add to what we've already got, the team will balance out instead of having so many right-sided players.
Success ultimately for the Left Footers project is a pathway into the first team, and ultimately to get somebody into the academy so we can coach them and nurture them through the pathway, through the academy to the 18s, the 23s, and like I just said, ultimately the first team is the long-term goal.
Number one, getting as many left-footed players through the academy doors so we can see them and into the environment. Number two would be them signing as academy players to add to the quality we've already got. And the ultimate aim is what we're all here to do, is to get players on the Hawthorns on a Saturday at 3 p.m.